the recording. Okay. So first matchup, or this matchup is Jinx Bard Ezreal Nami. So Nami short trade Enchanter champion. Oh, Bulk, this is your first time too. But
Yeah, yeah,
do
it's
you
my
have any
first time.
format questions though, or does the format generally make sense after watching the
Um,
first lobby?
no, it makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I have no questions.
All right, so the we'll go straight into 2v2 blueprint then, which
Okay.
this 2v2 blueprint, the first thing we need to understand is like Nami Bard. So the Nami champ, she's a short trade champion, really strong early game. Generally like lane dominant, and then her strength is sustain. So even trade is actually winning for Nami in the long run. So don't when you're playing with this Nami champion, you can be more down to take like an even or maybe even less slightly losing trade, especially in a range versus range war of attrition matchup like this. And then when you are playing against Nami, it's really important that you preserve your HP if you don't have sustain. Like, you don't really want to participate in trade unless the trade is hard winning for you. Bard has a little
Hmm.
bit of sustain, and then he's also quite strong in the short trade, so it's not like we need to completely avoid them. You just don't, you want to be very careful about taking free damage. If you're taking damage, we need to be dealing damage back to the enemy. And then
Okay.
Bard champ is weak early game and he wins lane by abusing electrocute. His auto with Meep counts as 2 hits, and then so auto Q procs electrocute, and he can just take a really nice auto Q short concise trade, deal like 250, 300 damage to you with the auto Q, and then just walk away. And if he's allowed to do this over and over again, like 2-3 times, it's going to be quite hard for you to play the lane if you don't have sustain. The nice part is we have Nami, so that bails us out of the trades a little bit, right? Like we can afford to get auto queued twice and then we can still play the game. But ideally, we're just not really trading around Bard when he has his electrocute timer. Like you want to make it hard for him, make it awkward. Like especially as Ezreal, he has to walk at you in a straight line. So we should be able to land Ezreal Qs on him when he approaches for the
Hmm.
electrocute.
Okay. I have also
Um,
a question for level
mhm.
one. When we actually go to the bush, right? Should we just split up? Because if Bart actually lands the Q on us, it will instantly stun us. So actually splitting up, one goes like above the bush and one goes into the bush, so Bart doesn't get the double stun on us.
Yeah. I it probably is correct for you to split a little bit. Like I assume what's
Hmm.
probably correct is Nami walks in the bush and then you walk like above the bush some
Hmm.
and play like that. The thing is, I'm quite confident that if you fight to the death, Bard lands Q, you still win. Bard could two
Hmm.
man Q you level 1 and you'll probably still win the fight to the death. That being said, that like the bad part about it is that Bard isn't going to fight you to the death. He'll just Q auto electrocute you and then walk away.
And
Okay.
And
Jinx
then
Rocket.
it kind
And
of, yeah,
Rocket.
like you'll just get chunked and they'll walk away and it sucks. So yeah, I think you probably split and that when you walk in level 1. And then when we throw the ADCs in the mix, Ezreal beats Jinx in like the early lane quite hard. He wins the all ins against Jinx, and then he
And
also
short
wins short
trades.
trade
And
against
poke.
Jinx through Q, as in like Q walk away,
What? Okay.
kind of thing.
But in which position will I lose the trade, or what should I don't do then?
The times in which you can lose the trade are like if you go in when Nami doesn't have spell and Bard does, or
Hmm.
if you fight in a big wave so you're not able to land any Qs. But as
Makes
long as
sense.
your Nami has spell, and
Hmm.
you're not fighting in a wave that can cut your Q and you land your Q, you should win like literally every trade against the Jinx the whole game. As long as you're allowed to
Okay.
land Q and your support is not like a minion in the trade, you should
Okay.
win. And it's even harder if you go lethal tempo. You can still win with PTA, or I don't know if they take
Hmm.
anything else, but with lethal tempo, as long as you don't lose your stacks and miss your spells or something, if you
Hmm.
just have 5 stack passive and lethal tempo, you can literally not even Q and you'll beat her. You could actually just right click her to death and she'll die probably with lethal tempo. If Bard is in there, right? But if Bard Qs you, then you need to land Qs. Yeah, so you want to like poke them down with Ezreal Qs, maintain the push, and look for all-in fights when there's no big wave in between you. And then what the enemy wants to do is just kind of scale up with their Jinx. Bard
Hmm.
wants to look for his electrocute trades in the early lane to force Nami to like burn through her mana for healing. And then
Mhm.
once we get some items, we can kill the enemy if they fuck up, right? We're just kind of waiting for them to make a mistake. And then as Ezreal, you have to be really careful Eing once Bard and Jinx are level 6. You E forwards, they Bard ult to you into Jinx trap, and then you're just going to die from there.
Okay.
But pre-6, you can be a little bit more lenient with your E because we're not worried about the Bard ult. And then the only other thing is, like, when you're walking forwards, taking aggressive trade, you don't want to position next to the wall. Because ideally,
Yeah.
we don't want to give Bard a Q angle. Kind of the same concept as level 1. If he doesn't get the stun off on his Q, it's still going to hurt when he electrocutes you, but it won't, like,
Mhm.
you won't just get trapped into W into outrange rocketed and one shot.
Yeah.
That's the other way that you could lose a trade is Jinx beats you if she doesn't have to trade autos 1-for-1 with you. So if you get stunned into trapped on a wall and then Jinx can max range rocket you and you can't trade auto back on her and she gets like 2-3 autos on you before the fight starts, then she wins as well, right?
Yeah.
So just be careful with E usage, look for little chunks, and then try to find an all-in timer when there's no big wave in between you and Bard. If Bard doesn't have Q and there's no wave, that's like a good timer to E in and try to fight them to the death
Okay.
in general.
And even if there is a wave, if you have a way you think you can like find a WE and then get into a position to consistently land Qs after, like maybe you have a health advantage and we have a bit of a wave, but you see an angle to hit a W and then E through the wave and get past it, then you're also hard winning. It's just any trade where there's multiple seconds of you being minion blocked for your Q, it can get really dicey. But outside of just minions or misspacing Bard Q, it's really hard for you to lose trades. But you can always win them harder, of course. So there's still a lot of what do you call it? I forgot the word. It's like onus for you to do really well because you want to snowball as hard as possible. Because you outscale really hard.
All right. I'm ready if everybody else is. Any more questions? Or are we good? All right.
I'm a bit curious about level 1. Like, actually, just if Bard side wants to contest push at all.
I'm not 100% sure. I think so.
Putin, what are your
right?
thoughts? Yeah, I'm thinking if we hard contest immediately, it makes it easier for Eshel to play. But if we kind of soft contest and then he doesn't have enough control when the second wave arrives, then we can like rush level 2. But I don't think that actually playing hard level 1 gives us anything. I think it just opens us to Nami trades. Putin, what do you think? If you're Ezreal here, how do you play the wave?
I think you just risk running Uma's Jinx if you are contesting early waves and you're never getting level 2.
Okay, yeah.
Because they will just move when the both waves are gone, they will just move up and you have to respect it. You can't trade back. So they will just hit the wave first as it's coming and guarantee level 2 and they just stand around and wait for the level 2. That's what's gonna happen probably.
That's kind of what I said with like if the second wave arrives and they don't have anything established, then I can like try to rush level 2 if I see them.
Yeah, agree.
Giving
But
me an angle.
it just shouldn't
outside
happen.
of that, it's completely unplayable. Agreed. Okay, nice. And should both sides ward middle bush? I know Jinx Bard should, but should they?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Probably doesn't hurt.
My gut tells me they shouldn't be able to contest middle bush, so we want to ward third bush instead. But I haven't played this exact matchup before, so I'm not sure 100%.
Not sure either. Do what feels good.
Yeah, and then we can probably have a better idea of that after the first game when we take a look at the result. Oh my god. I fucked up. I misclicked. Alright, I'm gonna turn music on because I can't function without it. Hopefully that doesn't bother the watchers. Oh wait. I'll get DCMA'd on YouTube actually if I do this. Okay, never mind. I will just suffer. I'll turn the league sounds on. All right, let's call it. Nice.
Joey, I think I make you too nervous or something. That's crazy.
Bro, I was shaking.
I messed up the first fight badly, for sure.
The last fight I wanted to flash Q, but my Q was actually down. The second. Oh.
Where am I going? Here. Worst game I've ever played. I need a replay file, por favor.
Oh my god, 1 second.
Oh, imagine I get it first. Ah, fuck my highlights. Why do I never have any highlights?
Oh, you need to just put one in there for the.
I have.
facts.
I've done it 3 times. You watched me do it every time. I'm making a arena highlight. Yes, Regan, I was playing it earlier. You should join me.
Am I streaming stream? No.
Minions have spawned. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Yeah, this has to be better, right? Warding third bush.
Yeah. I thought so.
I could also see taking sweep on Nami though, and just
Yeah,
oh,
I
but you would
thought
still
that,
ward
but
third bush if you
I
took
don't have
sweep.
sweep. It was already too late, so it survived it.
I don't think you
Yeah,
have to. I just think you
so much.
can take it.
There is
No,
no
I
reason
like
to better sweep that much.
Should find a Nami W here, I think. Especially when the Bard Q is on cooldown. Ah, but they kind of went Narnia after Bard Q. Okay. But if you approach for the Nami W, you have to do it away from the wall so you don't get queued into the wall, ideally. But we should be able to look for some angle like this. I like this W. Or this Nami E, sorry. This is a really good trade for us. Everything else has been fine so far. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think you're that disrespectfully positioned, though, Joey. Like, this is reasonable from you. I think it's just a good trade from them. But obviously, in hindsight, like, the reality is we probably just need to not be in range to get E-autoed by Nami. Oh,
It could be that I'm spacing too aggressively and Joey's following me. Like, this could have happened to me if Joey wasn't next to me, but
Yeah.
I'm doing it because he's next to me, but he shouldn't be next to me because I shouldn't be there, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
I
possible.
think so. Wave is pushing into us. We can just chill. Chilling is how we win this matchup. We get bailed out by the tower shot on Nami. If Nami doesn't take this tower shot, then we're in a pretty bad spot HP wise. All right, I would love to get the wave in the center and then fight these guys. Push this one slow. Just push it as slowly as possible.
Should
Don't
they
hit
base?
Yeah, I
Should
saw
they
the ping
base?
from
You
my
think
I
They
guess
should
it's in
base?
neutral, so it's not good. No,
Oh.
in the moment, I was afraid they would for like tier. For snowballing.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure because my gut tells me they should stay and pressure you because basing kind of gives you more time to scale. But then also, from what I understand, the tier is quite important on Ezreal, and they like to cheater for the tier quite often.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what's correct here. What do you think?
It is, but we didn't get a clean base because we hard crashed wave 1 and then it wasn't a free crash. But they gave it to us so we could have taken it because the Jinx is not contesting the wave at all. So we are smashing it for no reason,
I
basically.
think we should
I
cheat
see.
it better.
So we need to hit
But
this
it's a
wave way
corrective stay
less.
if we mess it
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
I mean, the moment you see Jinx not hitting at all, you don't hit at all as well.
And you just push
And
it
if he's
slow.
hitting it, you just match. And then on second wave, you basically hit it twice as the wave is coming, and then you see if he's hitting, okay, you fight for level 2, and you get first because you hit it as you started the wave. And if they don't, you again do it slowly, and then you crash the third wave, and you have a perfect base for tier. Like you come back, and they can't even recall if you do it perfectly.
So a lot of wasted time there then actually.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
you could have had a cheater. Because
Yeah.
right, the problem now is that you want to be stomping us, but you have 30% mana, and you want to be stacking your tier as early as possible to have more mana to bully harder. So he's saying when you're in a dominant matchup like this, you want to 3-wave crash in a way where you can get a free base without losing anything and deny us the base, because then you can be in this exact position on this wave with full mana and a tier, and then play from there. And you're
Yeah,
probably
basically.
handicapped by having low mana.
good learning. So, most important thing is that you just push the wave 1 slower. And then everything else will fall into place a lot easier after that. But the other shit is important as well, right? It's just none of that other shit matters if you push wave 1 fast and then Jinx doesn't also hit the wave. So in that respect, Ludwig, maybe we shouldn't. Do we kill this wave under tower fast?
I don't want this one to die fast. It's like he can't afford the tier. So that's not
But
a...
he could slow push this
wasted
one and then crash on the next one, and then he can afford tier, right?
Yeah,
he
but then I
hard
nuke
pushes
it,
this
so it's I thin it in advance,
Ah,
and then
yeah,
we take
he
the trade.
can't really get a
That's
nice
why we were
crash
up there,
position
is 'cause
for that.
I was
see,
winning
okay,
as well.
okay. This is all good
Yeah.
then. Alright, and then it's just about the fight. Man, my gut told me this fight should be winning for us because we could just kill Nami or whatever.
Yeah, she surprised me, definitely.
But it takes us so long to kill him. Wow, this
Yeah,
Nami heal
yeah.
101 HP right at the end.
I definitely spaced myself out there too. I could turn on it earlier. My W doesn't do anything. It was a good flash though, Hana. I was
Yeah,
not
it
expecting
was.
to go
It
there.
was. it buys enough time for his W to come back up, which makes a big difference as well.
Yeah, and it burns my flash, which it shouldn't. Like if I'm spacing
mechanically,
better.
blue side can play it better. I actually think red side played
Definitely.
it pretty well mechanically. And then the reality is from blue side, even if we play this perfectly, maybe it doesn't make sense to fight them. Sort of. I think based on the conditions, it was fine if we play it really well. But based on like the matchup, it probably makes more sense for us
Yeah.
to just not inject volatility, right?
Yeah,
But
I
I
don't
am
think
down to just
finding it was
send
good.
it and get learning in the chamber, right?
Nami could probably also space more respectively at the start of the fight, and I
Yeah.
don't have that angle.
And
it
then you
was
don't
more
have
like
the angle
a
to even turn on her.
Joey
in the
got
first
caught,
place.
and I'm
Yeah.
trying to turn. Yeah.
Get the wave in. Yeah, I think we can get this. Oh, but you want the auto on the tower. That's why we take this damage. It's probably
Yeah.
not worth
It's-
taking the damage
yeah,
for the auto on the tower.
It's
But
not.
as long as we
Makes
did it
sense.
for a reason, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think I
just
felt
thought we
really
were, like,
safe, and I
getting
wasn't
chunked for no
expecting
reason.
the WE damage from Ezreal.
Yep, just push this wave as slowly as possible. Ezreal, make him bleed as much shit over here as you can. This was fine. The Q could have been a little bit later, but this is fine. Now push this one fast. Or wait, actually, you could push it slow to try to let the cannon die, and then once the cannon dies, then you push it fast. The idea is like 2-wave cycle. You push the first wave as slowly as possible, and then the second wave as fast as possible. What this does is it gives you the chance, like, if we push the second one really fast, the next one has a higher chance of being in the center, in which we can, like, do this again and just make them bleed minions constantly as they die in the center of the lane when they don't want to interact. But if the second wave, like the exception, when you just go and you start pushing as fast as possible, is when there's a creep that could die, right? So what you could do is you could push slow until the creep dies, and then once it does, then you switch to pushing fast. In general, like, denying them a few creeps is nice. In the slow push, it's going to be hard to get more than like 1 or 2. But if the creep that you could potentially deny is a cannon, it's probably always worth it to just push it slow, because cannon minion gives so much resources. And then I would probably block the Jinx W. I would expect it to hit the cannon. We get a little bit unlucky with the minion here, but
I could have made it hit. Yeah.
yeah, if we throw it more like on the right side of the hitbox
Yeah.
instead. So ideally we just block this and then use Nami W to heal it back up and deny him the gold. I think it's worth it.
Okay.
If we're gonna push it slow, then we need to try to deny the cannon. If we're not gonna try to deny the cannon, then we should just push it fast. Because we're just making it harder for the next wave to get in neutral, right? Like now this wave slow pushes into us instead of being in neutral. And now this minion is gonna die here. I can't punish this one, right? Jinx is always gonna be allowed to access this. If this same minion is dying in the center of the lane instead because we push that way faster, then I actually have room to like punish Jinx and make it so she can't catch this, right? So either push it really fast and don't give a fuck about the cannon, or don't push it at all, push it slow until the cannon dies and deny it by standing in front of it.
We should talk about what Joey did when the wave was under tower.
This,
Does this give me space to last it? I think it does.
yeah,
Uh,
it's
probably high
fine.
value. I was just curious.
In
like,
a
does it
real
work?
game, it's probably more threatening for you to be like here and then playing portal through wall kind of thing
Yeah.
to threaten jungle gank,
True,
even if
the
the jungle
jungle.
gank isn't there.
And I think he needs to cut it there. When he hits the Q, he should
Yeah.
keep walking the long path.
Yeah.
Maybe grid strike speed.
Q,
Probably.
and then go this way.
Yeah.
So we don't get hit by the Ezreal WQ. And then you can take those two things, and if we're not Ezreal WQ'd, we're actually in a decent spot health-wise. And then Ezreal's allowed to E forwards because we fuck up our Vard Q.
This is really sad.
And then these autos just need to be on Jinx. And this is winning
Okay.
for us. But the autos went on Bard instead, and that's why Ezreal dies. That auto's on Jinx, it's good. This one's on Bard. Bard again, Bard, Bard again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 autos for sure.
Because if you kill Jinx, then Bard is free kill on the back end, right? This was funny. I was laughing my ass off.
I saw you try to click the portal. It's really funny.
I was like, should I click or not?
Yeah.
And then as soon as you click it, he W'd your ass, yeah. Okay, cool. Funny fight. I think the E forwards was good. We just needed to play it mechanically a little bit better. Put all of the damage onto Jinx, and it's good. And then Joey, you need to not use your Q like that, probably. is the reality. Or if we go for the fishing Q, like, okay, so this is just a low percentage Q is the problem. I'm down to fish for a Q if it's a higher percentage. Wait until the minion is about to die, then throw it or something, right? Then once your Q's on cooldown, we probably just have to go Narnia. Nah, we kind of did. Yeah. You just need to not use your Q like this. Throw it on a last hit punish or don't throw it at all, kind of thing. It doesn't. It's not that every Q has to be on a last hit punish. Just like we want a reason to throw it. There needs to be a good reason to throw it. Because if you miss your Q, that allows Ezreal to just E forwards on you like this, like a psychopath. Okay.
I was also thinking every time Bart used Q, I should just went in.
Yep.
W
yeah.
and then.
It's definitely a good way to play the matchup. Because the Q is the main like dissuasion tool that they have. The only time you wouldn't want to do it is if you have like bad conditions for whatever reason, like bad health or something, or the wave is really big.
Yeah.
Oh, Ezreal levels up to 6 in the middle of the fight. Wow. We kind of have to just walk forwards and try to get the wave in, even though he's 6, though, right? Hitting Nami. Alright, why does this trade go so bad for red side? It should be good.
I just didn't fight it because I don't know. I was like, okay, the fight ends here and Jinx will not get
After
many
your Q, you need to cut it.
Yeah.
This is all fine. Okay, Q auto, walk away now.
Yeah, okay.
Jinx press ghost. We're really happy to just cut the trade now.
Yeah.
But then we're going to take a ton of damage on the back end because of the Jinx ghost.
Yeah, I see. They can't hold it, but they got 80% of Bard's health and Jinx ghost for it.
But now we can still play if we just press Nami W like 2 or 3 times. Yep.
Okay.
Just chill, press Nami W. We can play. Don't. Okay, we need to not eat these rocket autos though. Just farm with Q. If you're gonna throw this W, you probably have to E. Okay. And if you're not gonna E, then probably just don't throw the W.
I think you cannot E. I think it'll be.
Yeah,
really I guess you can flash
as
the
long
bottle.
as he has flash. He has flash, and then he just kills you if he flashes it.
Yeah, you can flash bottle.
But I think he hesitated because before the game you said that he has to be careful with his E post level 6.
Yeah, but it's when you don't have flash. I should have specified that, yeah.
Yeah.
If you have flash, then you can E forwards, hit him, and then you would get Bard ulted, and you just flash for the Bard ult forwards aggressively and fight it.
Should rewind one more time, just to make Joey feel good.
I'm trying to see if Ezreal fucked up here, or if this is just...
Yeah, I think I cancelled some autos there. I don't know. I was thinking after the flash, my Q just goes up. But
don't we cancel an auto? Actually, like...
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see. It's honestly a bit of a tough Bard ulti to land because you don't want to ult Jinx, right? And then Jinx and Ezreal standing right next to each other. If you are down to just hit Jinx, it's quite easy. And then it would be bad that he missed his ult. But it actually is a bit of a tricky ult to land. Yeah, I think we canceled one auto, maybe. But the biggest learning for us is just this W here, E forwards on this W, and then just be ready to flash the Bard ulti. I think that's the biggest learning, or don't throw the W at all. Because then us throwing the W and trying to proc it gets us Jinx, like, rocket autoed twice, and then obviously in this back end fight, if we don't get rocket autoed twice at the start, then this is winning for us. The other thing is, like, obviously we just need to land our Nami ulti on somebody. I think we were just trying to catch them off guard with the level 6. The bubble is good, though. It does force Jinx's flash. Okay. Mechanical stuff. So, wave-wise, I think the biggest learning for us was how to play the level 1 wave a little bit differently. And then really understanding that 2-wave cycle thing, right? Like, I'm going to push the wave slow and when it's in neutral, and then I'll push the next wave fast. Unless there's a minion that can die. If there's a minion that can die, I'll push it slow here until the minion dies, then I'll switch to fast afterwards. And the idea is I want as many waves in the center as possible, because when waves are in the center, I can force Jinx to, like, walk up and interact for last hits, and when she walks up and interacts for the last hits, that gives me timer to trade on them.
So for the level 1, shouldn't I just push for level 2? Or
So what Pusin said very specifically is like push wave 1. If they don't hit the wave at all, you don't hit it at all and only last it. When wave 2 comes in, you auto it twice as it comes in. And then if Jinx isn't hitting it at all, then you don't hit it at all as again. If Jinx is hitting it, then you hit it the same amount to hit 2 first.
so just match the
the Jinx
hits.
autos. Yep.
Sort of.
Okay.
I have a good view on this as well, because Jinx does this a lot, where it's you actually in a magical world where you're playing as your dad who's first timing the game.
Yeah.
You actually don't want to hit the wave at all. That's your dream scenario. You just
Okay.
don't want to hit the wave at all, because the less you hit it, the bigger the bigger wave, the better the second wave state is going to be for you to hold it as long as possible for the third wave, and then you can crash a really big third wave. And the bigger the third wave is, the harder it is for the enemy ADC to stop your recall. Right? They can't walk past because they need last hits. They can't thin it in time, so the wave will bounce into you, so you don't lose much. You just want as good of a 3-wave crash as possible, and the best way to get a good a good 3-wave crash is to never hit the wave until the third wave is in the lane. That's your optimal scenario. The only downside to that is that if you're doing that, like let's say you're actually just pure last hitting, you're ignoring everything else. When the second wave arrives, if I try to spam rocket it, and you like react late on Q, or I just have more damage than you because of matchup. Like let's say we have Karma Q, Karma RQ is I rocket, and you cannot hit level 2 first. I will get level 2, and then I will take the push from you, and I will 3-wave crash in your face, and that's really bad. So you're actually towing the line of greed where you really just want to not hit it at all. But sometimes you have to hit it to avoid the danger of me hitting level 2, which you did great there, where I really tried to steal the level 2 when the wave come, but you hit it really hard as I was doing that, and that was good. The problem is that you also try to hit it a lot early, when in some matchups you need to hit the wave early because they will outpush you. But in this matchup, because you can PvP us so well, if you don't hit the wave and instead try to fight us, then we can't hit the wave because we're afraid of you fighting us, is what they're saying.
Okay.
It's a matchup where you really don't need to hit it much at all. But in some matchups you have to hit it a lot.
Okay. I think I got it.
Okay. Yarg, I had a question in
Yep.
chat for Joey, but also for me. I'll react to it. This one.
Sorry, I'm responding to it.
No worries.
If you get high value Q auto electrocute trades and then all they do is hit Ezreal auto attacking Q, then you can do that until you're 10 health recall and then I can 1v2 because you traded really well, maybe.
He's
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
like what does it look for? Like what is them making a mistake? What is a good situation look for?
The
look like
best
for us?
thing possible is that Ezreal ease forwards when he shouldn't. We get a Q stun off of him and then chain it into trap. That's like what we look for. If Ezreal never fucks up, all you can really do is look for Q auto electrocute trades. And then I would just try to play in between mid and bot and then threaten them with, like, in a real game, I would threaten them with portal gank and try to just take sweeper, maybe even like pink wards, and just try to have like that line in between mid and bot lane vision cleared, and just never let them know if you're going to be playing bot and like portaling them with jungle or if you're going to gank the enemy mid laner. And then, you know, if enemy mid laner is like really ungankable, then that kind of, it changes it a little bit and you just kind of sit in the lane more and just play for electrocutes or whatever. But yeah, your main goal is to just force Nami to use her mana defensively. Like, trade on them with electrocute so that Nami is forced to use W for sustain instead of being able to just walk up and trade on you over and over again. In the lane. And then outside of lane, you just want to do the bounce in between mid and bot thing and pressure them with portal through wall for jungler. Okay. Any other questions about this one?
No.
All right, let's run it back. And then for blue side, it was mostly mechanical stuff, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And for red
I
side, it
need,
was
like,
mechanical
1
stuff
minute
in the
before
fights,
the-
and then the level one, or like not even level one. It's like waves 1 through 3.
Hmm.
Blueprint.
I was pressing right click like I was fucking smashing my mouse. I was so nervous, bro. I was.
Valid. Oh, Joey, are you here?
Yeah.
While we're waiting for Hano, I remember something because I marked a couple things. Remember when you pinged that you were about to hit level 6? You were 100% level 6.
Mhm.
I pinged the bush and I typed vision, and you asked if I wanted you to ward when you didn't have one. I was trying to say you should try to stay, like you should clear their
Yeah,
ward.
Yeah, I know what you mean. To
Yeah.
hide that level 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I tried them ping your level 6, but I don't know if I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sure I was gonna get level 6 at the start of the fight that Jag just played, but I was 100%.
Yeah. Sure.
Unfortunate. Alright, good luck.
Good luck.
All right, let's call it. That was a banger fucking fight. Holy, that was so close. I thought Joey like trolled his ult, but then his ult actually ended up being useful because the Ezreal, it blocked the Ezreal ulti. But I couldn't tell because the Ezreal ulti like animation got cut by
It went through, no?
Yeah,
went
it still
but
went through.
Only for Bart
Yeah.
and not the Jinx. It was really weird.
I was bartled.
Yeah, when I was bottled, I heard even Ezreal say, "Shot this" or something like that. I was like, okay, the ult went through.
Oh, I messed up that last fight badly. When they used heal barrier, I like back-clicked because I panicked, and then I realized, wait, I shouldn't back-click. And instead of A-clicking, I clicked Q. So I switched to rockets when I didn't want to, and then I had like a solid 3 seconds of doing nothing, and I made the fight way too close.
I got fucking chat warning because I called my Ludwig a big dog.
Wait, really?
That's new. Yeah.
Oh, like
that's new.
did you say
Dog.
DOG? I guess.
No, DAWG.
Really, DAWG
Dog.
is chat ban?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's
man.
new because I've called people big dog before and they never banned it, so it must have been of this.
It must be. They must be cracking down on the dog now.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, you going? They go collector now?
Tony Roll does.
Oh well, if Tony all doing it, then
And he's trying to convince everyone, and I don't think it's working well. X-Ball tried it, and he said it was the best thing ever for one game, and then he did it for 5 more games, lost all of them, and said he's never trying it again. But I'm a love collector.
Okay, we're fucking around a little bit, taking some damage, but it's fine. I would really like to get this auto off. Oh, do we have ward? We do. Oh, no meep. Okay.
PR, I have a question in this situation. What do I do? Like, it's so fucking annoying when they want to push and I just cannot harass them for free.
Oh, you just sweep this if you have sweeper.
He
No,
used
but I
it, think.
skipped the previous one.
Yeah, we
So-
would have used.
You ping your Ezreal to fight because they shouldn't be allowed to step this close.
Yeah, but like for me, I was thinking like now looking at it, maybe like going to the Jinx's side and annoying them. Like wrapping.
The problem
around
is
to the
if
middle.
you go on Jinx's side and then Ezreal's here too, we kind of give Bard 2-man Q angle. But yeah, at this point, and once
think
they
with
ward this
Alco-
bush, maybe you guys just swap. Nah, but Ezreal wants to play on the Jinx side, right?
Hmm.
But if Ezreal plays bottom side, then Bard can't play this bush because he just gets Ezreal queued for free. Maybe it is correct. We just swap, probably. You go top side and then pressure Jinx 1v1 with W's on last hits, and then Ezreal goes bot side and pushes Bard out of the bushes with Q. But in general, I agree with Poussin. Like, we're playing so scared. We're in Narnia right now. We need to be, like, in their face, hitting them and just fighting them.
I think
I was
right
also
now, if
thinking
both
that-
of you just right-click Jinx and go forward, you are winning no matter what. That's what my
I
gut
think-
tells me.
I think it's a bit close, and I think that's a bit advanced personally. I think it could be close, especially with Ghost existing. Like if they play a poorly and focus Bard for too long, then it can go really badly for them.
The
And
reason
that's why I think it's really unintuitive to
it's
like
good right now is because Bard Q is on
if you're not used to
cooldown.
it.
If Bard Q is up, then they have more tools. But when Bard uses his Q like this, like as soon as Bard presses Q, I'm running at the enemy ADC in a straight line and just gonna click on him. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Agree.
And then if Bard has Q up, then you can play more conservatively. This doesn't
I
bounce.
think I get quite a few auto attacks on Ezreal before
Yeah.
there's no minions, and then I use Bard to block the next Qs, and I think the fight will be really close. I think it's still favored for them, but I think that's a good reason for it to not. That shouldn't be our takeaway. I think there's a lot more basic things here that we can give Ezreal as takeaways rather than in
I
this
think
exact
right now
way
everything
it
is
works.
fine, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
think
most
this is-
important thing is
this
that we
is the
just
big
crash
one,
this
though.
wave and get a recall. But
Yeah.
we're fucking around trying to
Yeah,
trade on
this
them.
is
Because
it.
the reality is, like, dealing damage to them right now doesn't matter because we want to base anyway.
I was
So-
It does matter. It's helpful because we want base, right? So any damage they get
Yeah, I
is free.
guess,
Like if they use all their health,
But we can't
But
do it in
the
a way that
important thing is
misses
he-
this cannon, or then you don't have enough gold
Yeah.
for tier, right?
and we don't get to base if we don't hard push this wave. This is the hard push wave. We really need to like crash this because then look
Yeah.
at this state.
Yeah.
This is really bad. And now, as soon as
Yeah.
this happens, by the way, as soon as there's no cannon anymore, it's no longer a cheater because I can always match his recall,
Yeah.
and he'll lose way more because it's gonna be a neutral
I
wave.
mean, it's already not a cheater because they let you hit the wave too much. Like, they should be staying way further up and just hitting
yeah,
the
they-
wave.
Yeah,
The
this
moment
one
you
will
got
too.
these auto attacks with rockets on the wave, it's already
So-
hard to reset perfectly. It's
So,
not
like,
gonna be good.
you mean from here they already fucked up? Or
No,
Yeah.
when the cannon wave
In the
is
past.
coming.
they
Yeah,
just
we're
need to be,
looking
like,
at it.
full hitting wave right now, right? Both of them. Hit.
It
And
is-
then we're not hitting.
Yes.
And then we let Jinx...
And
Now...
this is fine, and when
have
he's
to hit him
this,
when he
this
does this,
range
right?
creeps
Yeah.
are untouchable for him. He's not allowed to touch these range creeps. Those are all crash creeps. He has to last hit it under a tower. It's illegal that he's hitting it right now.
Yeah, and then now wave kind of sucks for Crash, but we can still do it.
Yeah, we
then-
just lose
Yeah,
some
we don't-
creeps
yeah.
on the cheater. It's whatever.
Yeah. And then we're in a really bad spot because we missed cannon for this. Did we miss the XP? Ezreal missed it, Nami got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we want to base, but it's not a cheater. So we have to stay.
I mean, it's
Ezreal has no
really-
mana, and we're just in a really awkward spot now. Yeah.
Really repeating that we are over focusing on the trades and ignoring the waves that would give us a good recall. And getting a good first base is like a first step to just dominating this lane. Especially on a champion like Ezreal that is so mana hungry and he needs this first base. We are just dropping pressure for no reason. Also, we didn't make this wave crash.
Yeah.
If they held it better, it would be way worse.
Yeah, if we had a bit more health. I think Bart had to leave because he was afraid of like Ezreal coming. Should he just execute their arc? Should Bart execute?
Honestly,
I
yeah.
wouldn't. I'd be too
I think
afraid
it's
that Ezreal's
risky.
gonna Q me.
Yeah, but if Ezreal's
I'm gonna be
staying for
honest,
it-
if he is in this bush, he kills you anyway for holding this with just
Yeah.
the auto.
That's
So
true.
if you're holding this, might as
Maybe
well
you
just
do
hold
just
it correctly.
execute for it. Yeah, maybe you do just do it. Because you're right, he is just dead to E auto if Ezreal's in the bush. Yeah.
It's better to pull it to the left, maybe. That
Yeah.
would give him like because now he's afraid of the bush.
You're
which Is why
right.
it's
Yeah,
like,
it is just pull it this way instead. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you even have portal to escape potentially if Ezreal tries to do something.
Mm.
And you can pull it this way and then base, and then you don't even have to execute. I think
Yeah.
if you do it that way. And then they lose more. They lose a whole wave
And
instead
Bard
of 3
loses less
creeps.
XP because Bard loses 2 waves of XP there. So I'm level 6 when he's barely level 5. This isn't the only XP, but there was a big XP gap.
Yeah, Bard is actually
Oh,
the
that
one
was so
champ in the
bad,
game
yeah.
that's super down for that too, though, because he could just go pick up some chimes and then
True.
he's gonna be 6 around the same time, but he gets more XP.
Can we flame my traps first? That was so awful. I think I'll just like stay. There it's already happened. They're on the ground.
They're just a level
was
up
just
in
too
this
late.
fight. Oh no, but Ezreal can hit 6 if he kills 4 if he kills 1 creep. We're like 1 creep away from hitting 4. Oh, missing that Ezreal W is bad. Did you say he missed auto though? He hit Bard instead?
Yes, he shouldn't hit the Bard at all. I mean, not now.
I
Have
turned
the
then
down the
on
line.
the Jinx, but I was hitting Bard, yes.
Right now, when the Jinx is flashing forward, you are full
these
hitting the
ones.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Because
And then we
he's
missed
killing your Nami
W.
no matter what, so you have to focus on killing him on the back
We
end.
missed
and you
one
would actually kill
auto,
him.
1 or 2 autos, and then also the W we just missed as well. So this is just like mechanical error here.
Yeah, and the Jinx would die, and we are in fine spot. I mean, better than we are now.
Yeah,
But look at my traps,
now
though.
it's really hard.
Yeah, your
Right.
traps were just too late.
Yeah, I want to learn from them. I need to see it before the fight. That's how they start. Yeah, this.
Oh,
this
it's
happened.
over here? I thought it was...
Yeah.
I mean,
in
for me,
front.
it looked like you just didn't expect that the bars stand connected, and
Something
you
like
just
that. I think I was looking
throw
at
it
the
really
bubble
late.
or something. It was like
Yeah,
really
maybe.
weird because I think I was focused on dodging the
bubble?
bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was focused on dodging the bubble, and then I just see wait, Bard has already hit a Q, and then I could even trap behind like when I do it.
Yeah, right now,
yeah.
the bubble is gone already, so just throw trap right now. I don't think you can focus on dodging the bubble and trap at the same time. That's a bit unreasonable. Obviously,
yeah,
you can
makes
if you're
sense.
really good, right? But now bubble has landed, so just throw it right now. But we auto first
Yeah,
and then
and
do
further.
it. That's the bad part.
No, I throw it as soon as I realize that she's stunned, but I think I should throw it further, and then it's also good. Yeah, I just look at her sooner after dodging the bubble. Yeah, sounds good.
How about we are staying in this bush for too long as Nami? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Because realistically, he was
That's
fine
very
after this play. You just stay around too long, so the Jinx could actually chase us down the lane.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
bail,
it's coming
right?
into you too. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
right
coming
now,
into you.
like, we are already too late.
And now that's why Ezreal is forced to go in.
Yeah, because he's
And the
trying
other
to
thing is, if
save us.
Ezreal is 4, then he wins this like way harder too. But we're 1 creep away from being 4 the whole fight. But also, we would just be 4 in this fight if we didn't fuck our early wave up as well.
Yeah, I
we
think
missed
like
that
the most
cannon
important
XP.
part for the Ezreal is to actually clean up the bases, because not getting a clean first base is really, really bad on this champion. It's gonna hurt you.
And
down
is
the
that like
line.
a every
Well,
matchup thing? Because I only ever see the Jinx versus Ezreal matchup. I feel like, but is it just like
I'm
every
gonna be
matchup
honest,
you want to
when I played Ezreal,
Here?
You can do this almost every matchup. Usually you're gonna get a range support, and you can do this pretty much every game. But even if you don't, like, you have to find a different kind of base. But it's
Yeah.
just,
Anytime you have
because-
control, you want to do it on Ezreal.
yeah.
Also a question. Is it always worth to just go for a base for a tier, or actually just go for
It is.
glowing mode and tier?
No,
Okay.
just go tier. First base.
Okay.
If you have 650, you can go tier and glowing mode. It looks like shit because you have no combat stat, but it's actually good.
What
Okay.
happened here? Oh, this way. Can we go
Why
back
is
a bit?
this trade so? Is
So,
it like further
go-
than
go-
this? You
when-
mean?
Yeah, further than this. When I'm entering lane, after this base, I think I base now. Yeah, pause here and press tab, Yeah, I think I saw the item
Should
advantage.
be unplayable
And-
for them. Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like we're favored in the neutral here, so I make the wave neutral, and then I wanted us to play really hard on the neutral, but I felt like Joe was still scared, and I was like really trying to ping him, and while trying to ping him and try to figure out how to communicate it, I'm 1v2ing, and then it gets really awkward, and then I get really focused on it and like mental boom a bit. Not like upset, but just like, oh, it's so frustrating that Bard isn't in their face right now. He should be taking mid bush. And I know Joey is good at it if I could communicate that we're winning in neutral now. And then I'm just like here I don't even
Super
do anything to
chunks.
Astral because I'm like focusing on telling Bard to do something. Like here I could be autoing, I could be Eing behind him, I really wanted to. E behind him. I think that's a really bad E from Astral. I think he's kinda dead.
Yeah, I mean,
think if I
you're a
drop
level
by
up
him-
on him and a huge item advantage.
It's,
It probably is bad. And he has no flash to bail him out if he fucks up. Yeah, so the thing is, Joey, like, he can take the mid bush, but then Ezreal can just kind of queue him over and over again for free in the mid bush if he does it. So,
Can he though? I think he can like take our side of the mid bush and then I can stand on the melee. So I'm thinking before this, like when the wave meets in neutral. Here. After I kill these, I need to make it neutral first. And then like here I walk behind this red, and then I'm in Estrel's face. And then I guess he's
I mean, Bard will
How should he
take
be playing this,
damage, but the alternative is like now Ezreal loses creeps in the neutral. So it's just about,
Yeah.
is it worth Bard getting queued a few times to make Ezreal lose creeps in the neutral? I think like 1 or 2 Qs is fine because he could heal back up with like regen and Ws. I wouldn't want to take like 4 Qs to deny this guy a few minions though.
Do you flash the Nami thoughts?
Yeah,
Right
reasonable.
now, like on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, reasonable. Go here, Q
Yeah.
flash on, walk out a little bit,
Oh,
Q
I mean,
flash
like,
Nami into
yeah.
trap on the wall, killer. That's reasonable. Yep.
Mhm. How should do I need to type it as we're entering lane? It felt really I don't know how to communicate this. I wanted to make
Yeah,
this,
maybe
you know.
you just type like I want to play neutral wave or something.
Yeah.
But I think it's unreasonable for you to tell your support exactly like which place you want him to play and what kind of things you
Of
want him
course,
to look
yeah.
for and stuff. You just have to say like I want to play the wave in neutral and then hope that he understands that means you want him to play like more aggressively and kind of force trades and zone them and stuff.
Because you also lose like I lose half my health and then we use all our cooldowns to get me out afterwards because I think I enter.
Yeah, and that's why this trade on the back end over here goes so bad is just because we lost so much HP in the earlier trades. That's crazy. We're like both a level down.
Oh, and the traps are really bad.
We're both a level down and we have huge item advantage and we're losing 2v2.
Yeah, really hard.
I mean, we are not getting an all-in, and we are stronger in all-in. They are still better War of Attrition champs.
I don't
They
think
are
they
just
are.
getting poke in.
I
Why
don't
not?
think they are.
If they are
'Cause I,
getting the poke
I think-
in and Nami is healing, they are winning.
I think-
no?
My poke is so big here that they can't possibly exist like in the neutral state. Because the problem here is that I'm not doing damage, but the reason I'm not doing damage is because I feel like my Bard isn't giving me space, and I'm like my mouse is busy trying to ping it somehow. But like here, you agree I'm missing auto attacks, right? Like any rocket auto attack, my rocket auto does more than Ezreal Q auto here. So, like in the straight War of Attrition, I feel like we outpoke them and out-sustain them. I guess they're more sustained, but I think we just outpoke them really hard. I agree we want the extended trades, but I
Fight,
think we
yeah.
also win poke with the items.
You win it in the short term, but you lose it in the long term, probably. I don't
Yeah,
even
that
know if
makes
you
sense.
win
Yeah,
it in the
yeah.
short term. It's probably like close to even or maybe slightly favored for you. And then after one Nami W, it's just completely losing.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, and then this is the support combat. Which we were trying to bait him into the Jinx R. It was a good try.
Oh, yeah,
Ezreal
what
catches
happened with
him.
that?
I did know it's coming. I did know it's coming. By the way.
Okay,
Just-
okay. That's valid. Did you like see it and then stop moving? Because it felt really weird when you like then stopped running to the left. Did you see it or did you guess or what happened? Anna?
No, I was pretty sure that you are bringing your ultimate for Bard to like just slow me and rocket me and I die. I'm not sure if I saw it or not, but you didn't see it. That's the main thing.
Oh, the flash was nice, but
Thank you.
Bubble is a little delayed here. Need to bubble like instantly after R. Right now.
Yeah.
Like you basically press R and then just press Q on his head. But
Oh yeah, it's a true
the
combo.
reason
isn't
you
it?
can get away with this is because he's in melee range, so you know he can't dodge your ult. Probably. Oh.
Yeah, it's. I think it's hard if they are close. If they are like mid range, it's easier to hit. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
considering
yeah.
flashing
I
the
agree,
ult.
because you have more time to throw the bubble. When you're close, you basically have to
Yeah.
throw it like before your R even hits
Instantly.
them for it to land. Alright, then let's look at the mechanical shit on the back end of this fight.
Oh,
He
yeah.
flashes
Oh,
the
it was
bubble.
terrible.
No, look at this one. Exactly when he barrier heals, I'm like wiggling and I switch to rockets because and I do nothing and then I don't exit. Oh my god, it's so bad. And then I'm in Narnia.
The
and then I
bubble
miss
is
my-
really good. Both bubbles are... Yeah, Nami's spell usage is good in this fight. We're just down items, a level down, and we're fighting in the wave.
big time.
The start of the fight wasn't in the wave, and then the Bard ulti actually buys time, and then now the wave is here. That's kind of crazy.
True.
That is actually kind of crazy. And then this wasn't the intention with the Bard ulti, because it was just to hit Ezreal, but then Ludwig flashes into the Bard ult after we cast it, kind of.
I think it
Oh,
would
you're
be better
so-
if we just hold the E on Ezreal, to be honest, for the Bard ult. There is no reason to E forward, I think.
Yeah, you can
think
follow
it's-
up
At
on
least
the
with
bubble.
flash,
on the-
right? If with
It's-
flash I can do it, but otherwise it's not good.
Yeah, with Flash you can E forward, but without it, I think it's just fine to walk up slightly and then start hitting him with your Qs
okay.
and stuff.
Especially the ult is something Putin is a big fan of. Like there, Nami has a
Yeah, but
guaranteed
it's like specific
ult
because
combo.
Jinx has Flash. If he has no Flash, I'm ulting as soon as I see Nami ulting, basically.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
can we go back a little bit? Just I wanna see my trade. How much damage does it? Did it do to the Jinx?
Like
Like my
30,
ult
30,
combo.
like a third, I think.
40%.
Yeah, 40%.
I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So like I don't think Ezreal is pressured to like E in because
No, not at all.
Should he
from my
just
point of
ult
view because
Actually, this ult, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
it would be much better.
off of the
Yeah,
ult
it's
right now?
perfectly-
You just press R.
Yeah, perfectly fine to do it, and you just force him to flash, and it's a winning trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
then
he
you can
doesn't
just
flash,
cut
he
it,
just
walk
dies.
back, press Nami W, and then you can fight them again later. Yeah, that's probably... Because then the
Yeah,
way
because-
we eating forwards gives them what they want, which is a fight to the death, right?
Yeah.
The biggest problem is we are getting Bard ulted, and it buys time to another wave to arrive.
Yeah,
we
that
can't
is
fight
the
in a
problem.
wave as Ezreal. That's the biggest problem.
Can't Bard still
So
just
we
block
just have
every
to
Q
never
though?
get hit by
Does the
Bard
way really
ult.
matter? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. But does the way even matter? Is one Bard is so healthy? Can't you just block every Q?
Yes,
as
it
they
matters,
continue?
because if there is no wave, he just kills you. Like, look how close this fight was. And he
That's
was
me
basically
inting,
not dealing damage. Yeah, but he's basically disabled in this fight from like the moment he escapes the Bard ult. He can't do anything. He's just auto-attacking you. Like, look.
Yeah, I'm saying,
It's
but could he
nothing.
do it?
Oh, Ezreal
Could he
autoed
do
a
it?
creep there as well. I didn't even see that.
Awesome.
And if that auto doesn't go on the creep, then Ludwig dies. But obviously, you wouldn't walk up like this if you took that auto, probably. You'd play it a little differently. But, yeah.
I actually auto-attacked the creep twice.
Oh, really? I didn't even see the
Yeah,
second one.
yeah,
I saw the
I
first one.
was.
Now, it's a tough situation. There's literally like 10 million creeps everywhere all around you because of
Yeah.
the Bard
I
ult,
should
right?
just click the champion only or the the
Yeah,
second.
yeah. Which I don't even have that shit bound, but if you're an Ezreal player, you need to have that shit bound, I think.
I have it on space. I just press space and then.
If you're an ADC player in general, it's probably good to have that.
I do even
But
have
then
it.
I
It's good.
usually auto attack with A and then left click. This is
Yeah.
very used to it.
Okay, so I think it's kind of the same thing again, where there was a lot of like small mechanical mistakes from both sides, but the biggest learning, I think there was also like some trap usage for Ludwig.
Yeah.
Joey,
Very
I
true,
like
yes,
this
Joey.
game better. I think maybe Ludwig is right about you walking up on that neutral state. It is kind of counterintuitive for you to walk up into the mid bush against Ezreal and just let him Q you. But we can look for Q flash kill on Nami, and we can also we have a few options if we play
I
it
also
like
meant
that.
like in the neutral, there were a couple times where they stepped towards me, and then I see my Bard click back, and that was what felt the worst. It's not. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that he needs the bush, but more like he was clearly scared throughout the neutral.
I think he didn't recalibrate in the lull state after we were ahead. That's the reality. Like after you kill them here, Joey, when you walk back to lane, you need to hold tab and then check items and use your lull state to consider like how this double kill we just got changes the way you want to play the lane. And then, because I'm confident if you were aware that our Jinx is up like that much gold in items, you would play more aggressively, right? So it's probably a lull state thing, if anything, for you. And then for blue side, I think it's the most important learning for anyone in this whole thing is the Ezreal 3-wave crash into base minigame thing.
Yeah,
Cheater recall
okay.
into tier. And it seems like you can just kind of do it almost every game.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be good.
I see, like, when I think about how Ezreal want to win a lane, I just think about, okay, get level 2 first, look for a good trade, then on level 2, and then just chunk him out. So I was not really thinking about, okay, actually getting tier is just giga good.
Yeah,
You want to be aggressive, but you want to turn this aggression into an early base, so
Okay.
that's basically it, and you didn't make the second step, so you're staying long in lane and your mana is just running out, and the pressure is just dropping because you can't queue off cooldown, basically.
Sure. Okay.
I think it's a easier way to look at it. Like Ezreal, I think like what happens in my solo queue games is like we win with Ezreal, then I ping a base and they don't want a base and they just run out of mana on the third or fourth wave and now they get to fuck you. But you should be the one who is fucking them, basically.
I mean, it's not even that you are gonna get punished, it's that you can't pressure them harder, and usually you can do it as Ezreal when you get a good base. So
Yeah.
you're just missing out.
Okay. I never thought about the first base as Ezreal that important. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Learning.
Yes,
It's
sir.
It
really
is.
strong.
If you don't get a cheater, it's fine to base like on 700 gold, 800, but it's very rare that I based on Ezreal on more than like 900 gold. It basically never happened, I would
But
say.
also, if you base like at 800 gold, 900 gold, like not 1,300 where you get Sheen, less
No,
than.
you just get a
I've-
tier
yeah,
and a
out-
longsword and you're happy.
But the most of the time, you will just get the enemy ADC will just get better components. No, I mean,
It doesn't matter, your champion is stronger
Okay.
almost into every ADC.
okay. What ADC is where I'm not strong against Raven or something like that? I see.
Yeah, but even then it's like decided by support pairings. Most of
Okay.
the time you are stronger anyway.
Okay.
Because mana is turning into push on your champion, and push is turning into free damage on the enemy champions, so you're basically just turning mana into HP lead.
Okay.
That's how I
Yeah.
think about it.
I'm the Jinx. The guy who was talking. He's played Ezreal here a lot. He's really good, and when he does it, I kind of feel like I get to breathe for wave 4 and 5. Like I have 2 waves, which is compared straight up to like his idea versus what you're doing. He has some downtime on wave 4 and 5, but then after that, the whole game, I'm sweating on every minion, on
Okay.
every wave. I'm
Yeah.
raped back and forth throughout the game. But when I'm playing as you, it's kind of like, well, I just need to make you mess up a bit. Like if I make you do 2 mistakes and I play really cleanly, then just 3 waves will put you on half mana, and then I can threaten to all in. Like you're so weak in this game because you're so low mana, where if you had tier from like as soon as you get 400 gold, you just gain a tier without even basing. Then it's so much harder for me to actually find angles because you're always full enough mana to spam Q on the wave. You can just have 5 passive stacks the whole time. You can poke me whenever I go for last under tower. You can spam. I don't know anymore. That's it. Actually,
So
the
you
passive
just
stacks.
trade the the level 4 or 5 pressure for just
Not
for
level.
tier, and then no, I mean like you just give up on the fourth wave pressure.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
just have a good pressure all around the lane.
Yes.
Okay.
And even if like with the way you're doing it, even though you have 4th wave pressure, you don't actually deny me the whole 4th wave, right? You can
Yeah.
deny me maybe like 2 or 3 melees. So you're giving me 3 CS to make the rest of the lane hell all the way into like 14 minutes, which you really need on Ezreal, like Putin said, because if you don't take every advantage you can get, then you can fall off to anything if the game goes badly.
Okay.
And then the next level of that would be to then do that perfectly, the 3-wave, while also poking a lot. Because then as soon as you get me half health and then you base, and I have to stay because otherwise I'd lose 3 waves, then my lane is hell. I've never won against the Putin guy. It's really hard.
I think once we played it was close because Putin forgot to buy tier and it was
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one time he forgot to
That's
buy it,
okay.
and then I did well. That's the only time I've ever had a chance against him in this matchup.
I forgot to
I
buy
think
tier?
I got greedy for I
No,
got
he did,
greedy for a Shin, I think, and then I forgot that I have to buy tier, so I just started building my first item, and I had no tier entire game.
Okay.
And he still won. That was disgusting.
Okay.
All right.
I remember
anything-
coming out of
any
it
other
and being
questions
really proud.
for me?
No, I don't think so.
All right, very nice.
Good learnings. Good reps.
Yes, sir. Very nice games this week. I will see you gamers later. It was a pleasure. Good luck in your games. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Yep, see you on Wednesday.
you.
Later.